Well, I haven't made a video in quite a while, and if you can't tell, quality's changed a lot. We have this 2J here, the spare one that I'm rebuilding, but I'm going to have to take this to a machine shop to get it resurfaced and all that. That's nice. So, it's kind of what's going on. Well, it is Thursday, March something, I don't know. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but halfway through putting new rings and wherever the bearings went, putting bearings in and all that on the 2J. It's late right now, so I'm going home, but cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3 is done. Got to do 4, 5, and 6, and should be good. I polished this a little bit, got to polish it more so I can have a clean gasket surface. Wire wheeled block mating surface, as well as I've razor blade and brake cleaned, and then scotch brighted and WD-40'd the head mating surface. It might not look perfect on camera, but I mean, it'll seal for sure. I test fit it on here. On here obviously, not up here, but test fitted it on there. Took my feeler gauge and ran it through a little bit. There's like almost no play at all, so perfect. Plus I have that Supra head gasket, so it'll give me just enough to be able to fill in any impurities if there are any. So yeah, I can't wait to get this thing on the fucking road. I'm beyond stoked. I don't know how long this thing will last, but if it lasts quite a while, I will be fucking stoked. It is now April 19th. This video is pretty much all over the place, but I think in the last recording I did, I said I got the head put on. Now I have the cams in, the cam caps torqued down, had to replace the RTV on there because I used some junk gray stuff, and then I went and bought the legit shit, so that's good. Now I gotta put the timing cam gears on and whatever else goes on here, put the time belt on, make sure everything is timed, and then I can start putting on all the accessory BS and all that, and be one step closer to pulling this junk engine out and putting in this rebuilt junk engine. Don't think you can see, but there's a pan under there because my transmission is leaking like crazy, so I might just reseal that pan and run that trans, but if not, I got a spare right there. I don't know if it's any good or not because this engine didn't even run when I got the car. Not this car, but another car I have that this engine came out of. But so far so good. Everything feels right, and yep. I don't know how long it's been since I've made a video. It's May 7th, and if you can't tell, the whole front end is taken off just to make it a little bit easier to pull the engine out. Alternator's off, power steering, AC compressor's off. For the most part, all the wires are disconnected. I'm going to disconnect the trans mounts, engine mounts, raise this up to where it's like that, unplug those connectors, and should slide right out. And this thing, it's pretty much together. I mean, everything's good, timing's set properly, so it's ready to go. Hopefully it lasts. May 20th engine is finally out. Sitting right here. And she is pretty sludged up. Well, most of the sludge came from these cheap eBay valve cover gaskets. But, yeah. This thing had a ton of blow-by shooting right out of here. So if I ever get a chance, I'll probably tear this thing down, take a look at it. But, one step closer. It is now May 28th. And the rebuilt engine is in. I'm running the old transmission because I know it works. I think the transmission that was originally bolted to this engine that came out of the other car that I have has a weird shifting issue when it's cold, from what I was told. So I just figured run the old one that I've been using because I know it works. And if it doesn't work, well, I got another one to screw with. But yep, this one is pretty much in. I still have to put the trans mounts hooked up. I still gotta connect all these wires, these tubes, this, that, and the other. But she is getting closer. Literally all just connecting, and then put oil, put coolant, put everything back together, and to see if it runs. As you can see, everything is now hooked up. It is May 29th. I do have a coolant leak right here, which I will address, but I just charged up the battery a little bit. I was just curious to see if it even tried to do anything. Battery was completely shot, so I charged it up a little bit. And if it does run, I'm only going to run it for like a second. Alright, we'll turn this off. Sounded a bit odd. Not sure what that whole like rare is about, because everything should be timed. Well, shit. Well, we got ourselves another shitty never start. Alright, you whore. What story you want to tell me now? Tell you what, she's got that horsepower starter now. You stupid mother... What the fuck could it be? Everything is lined up. I swear. Everything... Yeah, I really don't understand. I had everything all top dead center. Like, not now, but when I had the engine fully apart and I was putting it together, I had everything at like top dead center or whatever. And then I did the whole bullshit with this fucking thing where you gotta turn it all the way counterclockwise and set it all up. It is at TDC, I know it is. Alright, so whatever guide I was reading before, or forums or videos or whatever, I swear I remember it telling me to line up these dots. And I even revisited some of the forums, and people were saying to line up the fucking dots. But I just watched a couple recent videos, and that's a mistake. These lines are supposed to be what's supposed to be lined up, and this isn't supposed to be counterclockwise, it's supposed to be clockwise. So, I'm gonna pull this fucking thing out and take everything apart, realign it, throw it back together. Not gonna record any of it because there's plenty of videos out there of how to do all the timing bullshit. Okay, so I have the timing lined up to where I've seen it shown in the videos. So we'll just see what it does. Damn, it damn near went off. Okay, I did not expect that. It actually try to fire. Wow. This sounds like everything's normal, I think. I'm gonna try it again. Holy fucking shit. It's actually trying. Okay, I have put new plugs, all 6, and then I replaced 2 to 3 coil packs. So, let's see what this is gonna do. If it doesn't start, I'm gonna assume the gas is probably bad. Oh, it did something. Jeezy Pete's. Okay, it is now May 31st, and I have redone the timing yet again. This time it's all lined up on the lines. So, I've already cranked it over a couple of times by hand. It's still in time, so I guess I'm just gonna see what it's gonna do. It's gotta be that fucking goddamn VVTi thing. So I figured out why I keep having shitty timing issues. This thing won't even spin. Left, right, nothing. So most normal people would, you know, get the gear rebuilt, but I got a good one right here. Oh yeah, sucky sucky for $5. So I'm gonna throw this bitch in there and should be all good. Now, to ensure I don't fuck this fucking goddamn cam gear up, I've taken the belt off. I have the valve cover removed yet again. This is probably the 10th time I've taken this manifold off, but this thing still spins, thankfully. Has to be all the way clockwise when you time it. I'm going to put the wrench on there, and I'm going to torque this down. It says 59 foot-pounds, and if it ain't right, I'm suing the people that made that article. Alright, well, everything is put back together and supposedly timed according to 25 different people's forums and YouTube videos. Holy fuck, dude. It fucking runs! Yo! The bitch fucking runs. Holy fucking shit. I am so fucking stoked. Yes! Holy fuck. Okay, now it is June 1st. The GS is finally home. It ran absolutely perfect. Not a single hiccup in the slightest. I know what a lot of you guys are probably thinking about how I kept cranking the car when the timing was off, but you know, it's got the Supra head gasket, which is like a millimeter thicker than the original head gasket, and you know, this is my first engine rebuild, so I wasn't really thinking too much into it, but you know, it ended up running in the end. But overall, everything seems to be fine. The one issue I was having when I first got it running after that startup was this little elbow was leaking. It was because the seal was bad. So I replaced the seal. It was all good. The transmission is a little low on fluid, so I'm going to top it off. I'm not going to start the car right now because I got to change the oil before I start it again, because I did its whole first break-in cycle. But I'm just glad that it drove home and it ran perfect the whole time. I'm really happy with the fact that this thing runs absolutely immaculate. Not a tick, not a knock, not a single anything. It smoked a little bit on its very first startup, but that's because of all the oil and this, that, and the other that I had for, you know, lubricating the cylinders and shit. But, yep, everything is perfect now. Time to focus on cosmetics.